and welcome to the penultimate red race of round two. The Pokemon Red any percentless glitch or any percent glitchless no IT tournament. We have two races remaining. Currently sitting at the top of pot one, we have Pinkish Princess with a 151.58, and a minute behind him is the cutoff for pot one. Hammer shows 152.58. So for the next two races, that's going to be the pot, or for at least this race, it's a pot one cutoff. As for advancing, if you're in first place, you're going to advance to round three. But as for second or third, the time to beat is SO Weeds 154.41. And right behind that, also in as a contender for getting eliminated, we have a three-way tie. All three racers having a 154.28. They all got frame counted. Flutz has 190 milliseconds. Slayer Law with 527 milliseconds, and Rhoda, tragically the last of them after two Lance deaths, was 692 milliseconds on a 154.28. So round two standards have gone up substantially from round one. And I'm looking forward to seeing all three of these racers go at it. We have from pot one with the round one bye, Sidosh. He just did one qualifier match and he got a 152.30. I believe with a Misty Death. So that was his D-Rust run, very solid runner. His race PB is a 151.35 from a year ago, and his actual Instant Text PB is a 148.43 from about half a year ago. From pot two, and what's up, Square? From pot two, we have LegendEater with a 152.19 race PB he got about a month ago, and a 151.12 ITPB from 3 years ago, so he is definitely a prominent racer. And finally, we have Alex, or Abdalain, who has a 154.10 race PB from a few weeks ago. But has definitely been on 153 pace several times. He'll get it, and it could be this race. His ITPB being a 150.30 from a month ago. So all very fresh. All Sidosh, I would say, being the strongest here, but maybe the one with the least practice of the three. So I think, honestly, it's anyone's game here. And I'm very excited for this. What's up, Square?
I'm doing well. Ready to get this started if you are.
Yep, I'm all good. I gave them the palette. I don't know if it's been changed already for Alex. Can you let them know?
Alright. So I think it's just either up to you to leave the race, and it should auto-start.
Let me make sure.
Yep, Alex told me he's ready.
So I am going to leave the race, and I'll let you know when the countdown is going. 15 seconds, it says. 10. 3. We're off. A little bit of delay. Of course. All right. And a bit of technical difficulties that I did not mention. Where we're usually racing on is the server's currently down.
Yeah, the runners usually, as they're about to start pretty soon here, usually they're able to see at each segment where their competitors are, but we're not going to have that feature enabled, unfortunately. So they'll be a little bit in the blind. We'll try to send them messages to update them on where their competitors
There we
are.
go. Alright. So we're getting
also
moving.
a little bit harder to sync here. Go ahead.
Yeah, sync's gonna go. We got everyone naming their character A. One character is gonna save a substantial amount of time throughout the run. Even to call the rival A, even though he only shows up so many times. It's still worth naming one
Sidosh
character.
actually not naming
Yep.
A.
He went for the blank
Instead
letter.
opting for a swag nickname of naming the character just a blank space. Does not save any time, loses time actually.
But it is swag. Maybe we'll make a sentence out of his party. We'll have to see. But all runners picking up the PC potion, which makes sense.
Yep, it's the only item that we have available at this point is just one potion. And that's really good because the first fight is losable. Very unlikely to happen, but it can. And we've actually seen it happen this tournament, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not a fun recovery process, and it's how tight this race is expected to be. You don't want to be losing like 2 to 3 minutes on average to die in Rival 1. So that'd be a rough comeback. Alright, also one for the blank name, Sidosh.
Yep.
Nice.
Sidosh actually looks like he's in the lead despite the unoptimal nickname.
I think
he might be the only
it was
runner
resynced,
out of the three that times the text boxes rather than just mashing A, B, A, B, A, B. And timing is a little bit faster if you can do it well enough.
Yeah, at first when you're learning it, you're gonna tend to miss a few and lose time here and there, but it's a process eventually. You become pretty consistent.
And even for those people that do time most of the text boxes, once in a while they just mash because you get thrown off, or maybe you're nervous, or a bunch of reasons.
Alright, so this isn't looking particularly terrible. Looks like Sidosh with the worst Rival 1 fight so far.
Yeah, they're both able to get some tackles in before getting multiple growls, so we probably shouldn't see any potions here. Oh, curse Sidosh on that. Okay, he may have to potion now.
Okay, that was really unlucky for him. They're both through. I didn't get a look at their specials, but Sidosh making the correct play and potioning on 3. Unfortunate. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to get the Mart potion to keep the Pokeball slot 2 Yellow Ball, if he's more comfortable with that. Legend with the first encounter, level 3 Rat. He'll take that. He does need a little bit of experience to beat the appropriate level after fighting Wheel Guy. So he gets Bubble. So we defeat Brock, and then we essentially scrap the Squirtle and run the Nidoran that we will be manipulating shortly. Alright. It looks like Sidosh... Oh, okay. Alex got nailed by an NPC, unfortunately.
I suppose we could switch to Alex's audio since he's slightly in the lead here. Maybe,
Yep. Sidosh, I'm assuming, did not get any encounters because he's still cruising.
On the way down. We'll switch to him.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, let's see that.
Alright. Left side oak. Oh, wow, Sidosh. Power move. Alright, so we got right side oak from Sidosh, which is epic. Just he's very confident, and that's awesome. Love that. I don't think he has experience yet. So you're actually incapable of doing this in yellow because there's a trash can on the right side. I always wondered because there's one Pokeball in the middle, and I was like, what if I go behind and he can't push me out of the way? But you can't go behind. Sad. Alright, Alex, an encounter. I think he does need experience. And he got a rat. Level 3. And he missed. Tackle. And Sidosh is going for late experience.
As soon as we switch to Abdalain, we will be switching back to Sidosh.
Yes, I'm pretty sure he has, yeah, he right-sided Oak, he used a potion, and he did not get any encounters. This is quite an awkward start for him. I'm really hoping he remembers to slot one yellow ball here.
Oh, that's a good point.
But he will be the first to do the manipulation with a fake Nidoran split because he did not get experience. He'll have to make that up for that later. Alex heading into the Mart now, and Legend done with Route 1 as well. No one with a particularly bad Route 1 time. Actually, Legend was the worst, and he was 8 seconds, or 6 minutes, 8 seconds.
Legend going with 5 Pokeballs, a little bit safer. Sidosh manipulating a Nidoran here with nearly perfect stats, and that will be the main for the run. And he caught it in one ball, which is also manipulated.
And that looked good. So we have Alex going next. Sidosh with the path 4, perfect. Loves to see that. Alex, wait.
I think it might have been a fake path 4.
No, I think he accidentally made the incorrect movement. Yeah. Yeah, he forgot to turn left early and press A for the first A press. Unfortunate. Hopefully he has good special, and he doesn't have to do backup. So that would be a bummer. I had a similar occurrence in my tournament. I got past 7. Oh! Okay, yeah, I see what he's doing, but I don't know if I'm... Yeah, no, I'm not agreeing with this. There's too many bad encounters here. This was a level 5 rat. Okay, so he also did not get a bird, and he got punished with the second encounter. But is he gonna go for it? Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, he's tackling. And he's at very low health. Sidosh entering wheel fight.
A little scary for Abdalain here.
Yes, if he I think he's healing here.
But I think it's a guaranteed catch, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. That's a good point.
So I think it was fine. He didn't have to worry.
Alright, well, in theory, he does have a Pokemon to sack for Rocket. So if he is far enough behind, he could consider
Sidosh fighting a Weedle in the forest because he didn't have experience. That little bit of extra experience is so that after he defeats this trainer, he will learn Bubble on Squirtle.
Okay, Legend.
Deal with Brock.
I just saw Legend antidoted early, so I'm guessing he went for late experience as well and got poisoned somehow.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah.
He's used his antidote already?
Yes, so he's going to need to center if he doesn't...
Yeah, if you were to get poisoned in this next fight, Legend would have to center, which is very slow.
Also, getting poisoned is not unlikely. Is it more than 50% to get poisoned in this fight? It's at least about 50%.
I would guess it's slightly under 50.
Slightly under. Oh, well, Sidosh got last turn poisoned, but...
You're not the worst.
Yeah. He's level 8,
so
he did get late experience somewhere that I missed. Oh, you mentioned that, so it's watching Legend. There's a lot going on here. This is not normal, what's going on in this forest.
And he did have good special at level 6, so he knows that already. No need to manipulate a bird.
Pinkish says he's pretty sure it's 54.2%.
Oh, really?
And I believe him. Legend is poisoned, so...
Yeah, he still has the potion in the fight because he still has to win
Yep.
it, of course. But he'll have to center.
Yes, and this Squirtle will be fainting.
Oh,
very
well,
likely,
actually,
once that
we
emerges.
shouldn't say he has to center. He has two options, I guess.
Ah, correct. He could get the antidote.
Yeah, we could buy an antidote at the mart.
I want to say if he has bad special, you might want to just skip backup bird and center. Well, obviously he's gonna have to skip backup bird because he's poisoned. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he centers and he dies at Brock, at least he's not doing the walk of shame from Paltown. I don't know exactly the special situation. We'll be finding out soon. But it looks like no one has a bird. And no one went for backup.
Alex did catch a bird.
Oh, brilliant. You're correct. Wow. No one manipulated a bird. My apologies. Alright, Legend opting for the center. And Sidosh first in. Wow, that is very nice. Attack will miss turn 1. Into defense scroll. So this Annie is good special. So Sidosh is cruising right now. Same man who did right side oak and doesn't have a Squirtle name. Cerulean Center will be faster because he can press B into instant A after the second text box because there's not a third one. First time you go to the mart, you will get an extra text box. Correct. Alright, Legend getting crit by the Geodude, which is extremely unlikely, and that is unfortunate.
The lowest crit rate Pokemon in the game, if not the lowest.
Jigglypuff being the lowest, Geodude being the second lowest.
Yeah, there we
go. So in this game, speed is actually going to determine your critical hit ratio rate. In other games in the future, I believe it's always like 16 or 32%. Sometimes it cuts in half, but in this game it is your base speed divided by 512. So I believe Geodude's is around 2 point... It's in the high 2 point... Less than 3%, I'll say that. Let's hear it, Pinkish. Yes, this is correct, but I'm just giving a straight... Yeah. Yes, I understand this. I'm sleeping. Imagine simplifying the equation.
Not get exact Brock times, but I will drop those to the runners so they have an idea of where each other are. Drop it in here as well, I suppose. I think these were about the split times for Brock. Abdalain, though, having a bird, which means that he's a little bit closer to Sidosh than it looks, but Sidosh still is in the lead. You guys really like this equation. Speed,
More about it.
base, divided by 256.
To make it easy on you, you could just look up the Pokemon speed and then divide it by 512, and you have the critical hit ratio. Yeah. And you might be off by 1%, but that is not an issue, because...
I don't even think you would be off by 1%, it'd be less than
yes. Might be off by 1 in 256.
I happily use Stokey's Space Spin, which I think might not floor in the correct order, but gives me effectively the correct crit rates.
Oh, okay. Sidosh with a quick attack crit turn 1. And tail whip, that's what he wants to see. He opts a tackle, which could result in punishment here, but not punished. And now Alex heading into this fight. Will he get wrap? He did get wrap. I think he's taking 5. Yep, that is awkward.
It's beneficial for Abdalain that he does have a low health bird.
It's actually more likely that this Ekans has another move now. Yep, there's the issue. So now... Okay, he broke out. This could have been very bad. 20 HP is probably the worst place to get hit for 5 damage. Wrap is significantly more likely to 2 or 3 turn than it is 4 or 5. So if he heals on the 3rd turn, it's actually more likely to break out than it is to continue the wrap chain. But he can't risk it.
Yeah, for anyone who
maybe
watched Pokemon speedrunning before the manipulated ran, this fight was even scarier. With lower defense, the rat could potentially two-shot us with crits. And with low speed, the Ekans could outspeed or speed tie us.
Mm-hmm. And the Raticate does not have, or the rat does not have a low crit rate at all.
Yeah, with low enough stats, it might as well be Eradicate.
Yeah. Alright, so Alex actually somewhat in the lead with a bird here.
Oh, nice
Quite
string shot
turn of
for
events
Sidosh there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a nice crit.
Okay.
He'll be speed tied with Metapod now, I think. Unless I missed an additional string shot that he might have gotten. See -2 or -3.
That I did miss. There are a lot of screens.
Oh, well, either way, Metapod does go first, so that will add a turn onto the fight.
It was a speed tie indeed. Okay, he won that one.
However,
So he can tackle.
Sidosh has great horn attack count,
okay. Good roll.
which is something we do care about. We want to see have about 10 of them going into the last fight here, which Sidosh has. It's okay if we have 9, though.
Alright, and then we're going to be heading in very shortly into one of the most nerve-wracking parts for the runners. Usually in PB attempts you're not thinking too much, but just because there's no room for error for about 2.5 minutes, you tend to get in your own head while you're performing it. So they're going to be doing the moon manipulation soon. Copy pasta time is right.
Saving him a turn on the Metapod. And he does have 11 horn attacks going into Bugcatcher 3. Legend is pretty low on horn attacks, so you might see Legend fighting the optional Lass.
Mm-hmm. Which he definitely has that in his arsenal.
Yeah, but he does have 9, so like he doesn't have to. It's his play here.
Yeah, he needs a potion if he's going in for that, right?
Yeah, if we have only 8 or 7, we almost always want to fight.
There we go. Okay, so he's going for it.
Actually, 7, I would say it's almost like required, but...
Alright, Sidosh getting a good bird encounter. Oh, wow, that is a brilliant roll. This is
that's really fortunate.
Yeah. So if I were him, I would opt to skip moon save, but I'm kind of crazy.
Does he have 5 horn attacks?
I want to say from the amount he was critting, he's probably not struggling too much. He did heal 6.
Oh, he might have 4. I think I would only skip save here with 5, but...
Yeah, 5 is pretty...
Nobody look at Abdalain's screen, just watch Sidosh and Legend now.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that for a bit.
So Mount Moon manipulation is, for these 3 experienced runners, a very simple trick. But it can be really complicated. It probably took me months to get consistent at it, personally.
Yeah.
But you do have to switch the palette. So there's one of 12 palettes to choose. You can do any of them. It just has a slight impact on the RNG cycles. And on this particular one with these particular A presses and movement, we get no encounters all the way through Mount Moon until we get the desired encounter of a Paris, which we'll learn be our HM user with Cut and Dig.
Mm-hmm.
And Abdalain decided to use a bit of a meme palette. Inverted is pretty brutal on the eyes.
Also, this manipulation does have around a 10% chance to fail, depending on whether you know backups or not. Once you actually get into Moon, it's a little bit less than 10% to fail.
Yeah, both Sidosh and Abdalain passing up a spot where a common failure is. So that's good for them.
Mm-hmm. Legend with a
do a slightly different Mount Moon manip. He gets trolled with a level 3 Jigglypuff.
Oh, Sidosh, no, dude. He's hitting encounter. This is an IGT, correct?
Let's see, level 10 Zubat, and I see the tile. Let's take a look.
That's really unlucky. I want to say I've gotten that one before. Alex also getting an encounter. So that's 2 failed Moon manips. Legend could be actually catching up here. This is really interesting.
What encounter did Abdalain get?
He got a Zubat, but I didn't see on what tile. I was watching Sidosh. I did not expect Alex to also fail Moon manip. Oh no! Sidosh, no! He's mismoved! And he's gonna keep going.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate. Alex also not making the best movement around the stairs. I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Yeah, they both got that same
No, wait,
3600.
This is old. They got the same IGT? Wow, that's
yeah, I checked
interesting.
it as an IGT tile. So what that means is that, to just simplify it, they did the manip perfectly, but it still failed. Just because it's not a perfect manip.
So Alex missing the YOLO ball! Oh, this is a disaster. Okay, so Alex was about to take the lead, but all of a sudden...
You say disaster, I say more interesting race.
It is more interesting,
close.
correct. Correct. This indeed got very close. Legend is actually, if he catches this Paris, almost even with them, which is very cool. So
this Zubat has a very scary move, which is supersonic. That is a very nice crit. So our Nidoran male is now level 15. And this is going to allow us to use all the items we just picked up. The Rare Candy, TM12 Water Gun, the Moonstone, and TM01 Mega Punch. So this is all going to stack onto our Nidoran male, which is now a Nidorino, and will quickly be a Nidoking.
Alright, Alex is through as well. Abdalain. And Legend getting the Paris. Now performing a select YOLO ball. The enter Moon manipulation. Looked clean.
Good.
And with that, Legend is in quite a nice position. He is also going to be evolving his Nidoking now, prior to the fight, which makes it relatively free. Obviously, Mega Punch can miss, and I don't believe both of the... I think one of them is a 2-hit. I'm not the most familiar with Lash Drafts.
They should both be ranges, but I could check.
Both the ranges.
Sorry, may not both be ranges, but
I have a feeling the Zubat. Both readies, okay. Thank you, Raya. Alright. So everyone having a Nidoking now. Big upgrade. We're changing up Nidoking's entire moveset. He's going to have Mega Punch, Water Gun, Horn Attack, and Poison Sting for Bridge. At the end of Bridge, he'll be getting Thrash.
Is Alex going to try to catch this Paris? Oh, he crits it, though. He went for Horn Attack rather than Poison Sting, so he was trying to catch it. Yeah, I think he's lucky it died as well.
I also
Catching
agree.
It would not have been a good move. Or trying to catch it, rather, wouldn't have been good.
But at the same time, all of these runners, like, we don't know if these runners have an idea of the pace of the other, and they may all think that they're behind right now.
Yeah, I did tell them the Brock time. I'll tell them the Moon time as well.
Okay. Yeah. Good idea.
Every split seems a little tough to do.
So Sidosh now going for backup. Paris. Third time he's saving for Manipulation Moon. Legend getting an encounter before Nerd, but it is a good one. Does he get Moon XP? Maybe he doesn't.
I don't know that it's really beneficial, so we'll probably just run.
Yes, okay. And then Alex finishing off the coughing. He's also going to need to get the backup Paris.
Oh yeah, what Pinkish Princess is saying is very true. Speedrunners, we're not. There's a lot of pressure on when you're running, and you have to take your hat off to these runners for performing right now in front of all of us. It's a lot of pressure. Sidosh just barely getting a 26-minute Moon, 26 minutes and 59 seconds.
Alex now getting his Paris, so Legend not far behind at all. This is still a race. It's anyone's race here. Alex also nailing the yellow ball, so he's going to be finishing with about a 27:35. And LegendEater following suit, hoping for no encounters since there aren't any beneficial ones for him. And he did get one, unfortunately. Alex doing the unoptimal ledge hop. Sidosh grinding the candy.
Was that 27:59 for Legend? Exactly 1 minute between him.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right.
It was a pretty close race.
Very much.
Anybody's.
Yep.
I'll drop that in chat and I'll send it over to the runners as well.
That'll definitely make them feel better because there are a lot of races that end up like this where good players get very unlucky in Moon. Two IGTs really nothing you can do about that. The backup you're not as used to doing, and in a tournament setting you're going to there's a lot more pressure for sure. Sidosh getting a very good Pidgeotto. He got a crit turn 1 on the Horn Attack, and he was able to finish with Poison Sting.
It was probably Poison Sting at the end, but he went for Horn Attack. I respect it.
Okay, that's fair. It was quite a high roll crit, or maybe.
Yeah, no, it definitely was Poison Sting, but
you can never be.
Myself, I doubt myself.
It's not Poison Sting. There you go.
Nearly a second, right? Nearly a second to use Poison Sting over Horn Attack. Any move with a secondary effect has a shake animation, makes the screen shake rather than flash, as you see Mega Punch is making Bulbasaur flash right now. Oh, that's a good crit. Yeah, crit Mega Punch is actually not guaranteed to KO the Bulbasaur, but it did. It was a high roll.
No. Yeah, didn't see that from him. That's incredible. It looks like no sands. Did Alex get sands? That's brilliant. So it's,
Pidgeotto is terrifying when it uses Sand
Mhm.
Attack.
the luck has turned around, at least post Moon for these runners. Sidosh, I'd
Abdalain
say,
missed Mega
walking away with the
Punch.
best fight. But he's still fine. Oh,
Accidentally
okay.
water gunning.
That is unfortunate. Just an extra move, unfortunately, as well as water gun having an extra text box. It's not super effective, and it not being a shake animation either. So it's got a lot of things not going for it. All right, and Legend is done. So Alex actually ended up walking out before him.
Legend will have a slight advantage on this bridge, though. Because he fought that optional trainer, he's going to level up before the 2 Zubats that appear in the middle and at the ends of this bridge. He'll be able to Horn Attack them instead of Mega Punching.
They were all facing level 14 Pokemon at the same time with a level 19 Nidoking. It was interesting. I like this palette. Kind of got like a nice. I'm a fan of all of these palettes, especially the no palette that Legend's running. But
yeah, it's a nice spread that we got.
Mm-hmm.
Blue, red, and gray.
Mm-hmm. These are like my 3 preferred palettes to use. No palette, like I'm counting as a palette. Sidosh entering last 2. This bird is one of the worst or less good ranges in Bridge, and Pocket Sand is not fun. And he hit the range. Definitely Ekans is the worst.
Sidosh accidentally water gunning, but this one shouldn't matter. It's still very favorable for Horn Attack to KO on this turn.
Is it? Okay. Okay, Legend hits the range, but he's on level 1 to for the Ekans, so I think it might be guaranteed. Yeah, that sounds guaranteed.
Oh, that Leer should improve this Mega Punch range. Doesn't get it.
Nope. Alright, seems like Alex and Legend have synced up here now. But Legend with last, so he has slightly better ranges. He will be using a rare candy soon.
Yeah, most likely Legend will use that candy after this Mankey. I know there's specific healths, I don't know what they are, but where candying might make you lose red bar if you're in high red bar, so they might delay it.
Okay.
So we might have to see if that ends up happening here.
Oh, he's opting the Mega Bunch. Alright, well. I would candy if I were him.
Yeah, he's not in red bar, so he might as well candy.
And there we are. So then Alex goes ahead for a bit, but he will have to make up the candy later. Still a very tight race though. Sidosh only 1 trainer ahead of Legend and Alex.
Actually forgot to catch Sidosh's bridge time. But I'll get Alex's.
Alright. Sidosh misses first Mega Punch. And getting crit by the leader and female and critting it on turn 2. So one of them slower fights for him. It is possible to just 2-turn that fight, and it took him 5, and he got crit twice, I think. Crit at least once. And that's evening out a bit. No runner here is really in danger of dying unless they're missing significant amounts of Mega Punches in the last fight. But Legend's not going to have that issue. He's going to be thrashing. The next big obstacle will definitely be Misty. And we're going to see what these runners decide to do. They have the choice of skipping the center and potioning to a reasonable health for Misty. If they have a good Mega Punch count and good potion count. Usually in tournaments, you're better off just centering. And there are good outcomes. You can get the red bar for the next split unintentionally. You don't have to go for it. And it's good to play safely. Starmie has a very high crit rate, and Bubble Beam is a big issue. Legend is 18 out 78. I want to say that's not red bar at 23.
Yeah, no.
So he's hoping...
attacks Machop, I think that would be the right play.
Yes. Okay, I'm thinking he's at the end of the fight.
Especially since he could thrash next fight.
Correct. And it lived.
And he no longer has Poison Sting, so let's finish it with Water Gun, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sidosh kindly helping Bill out there.
Mm.
Oh, interesting.
Seemed to be a bit of a controller malfunction there.
Yep, either that or using this time to look at notes or scroll down and...
Also possible.
Overwalking.
Ah, backed Bill. Love it. So I opted for left Bill in my race, and I was patronized for it, but it was quickly proven it is the same amount of time. Back Bill, though, that is indeed an extra 2 steps. So he's accepting the time loss here, and I respect it. We have Alex helping out Bill now.
So I think this is unlikely, but Legend could opt to hold on to this red bar for a couple fights. But I don't think we'll see that.
I always found it silly that, like, your rival is walking away from Bridge, and he said he was just at Bill's. Then you go to Bill's, and he's, like, stuck as a Pokemon. Or we go to get cut, and the guy's puking in the trash can, he's just walking out. He seems to be leaving people in very terrible positions.
Yeah, I mean, it could be coincidental. Perhaps they were in fine shape when he was there, and
so Sidosh did center, and I like that. Alex is escape roping, and Legend is now escape roping as well. Extremely close between the two. Now that Legend did not have direct candy. He is centering though, and Alex did not.
How many potions did Alex have left?
I did not catch that.
Yeah, so I'd say you, at this point, you want to have either 2 or 3 potions left, ideally.
Yep. That's another reason why centering is also great. Okay, so Alex, 53 health. He's not living any rolls of Bubble Beam crit. For sure. It hit the drowsy range, so it's 2 drowsy ranges. Legend, I believe. No, he's not guaranteed that they're drowsy range either.
Sidosh happy with that peck there.
Yes.
Goldine. He'll save before Misty and hope for the best.
Yep. Pretty good HP. He's living most rolls with Bubble Beam crit. Bubble Beam crit being, I believe, 61 to 72. That's going to be my estimate.
Well, Beam also has a chance to lower our speed. And Misty also can use X Defend to on her Starmie.
Yep, she has a lot of ways to control the run. Giving too much damage or too little. You just want a healthy middle.
Saving for Misty.
So Sidosh got Water Gun, which is ideal for him.
So he's through.
Not a critical hit, but he's cruising for now. Also a peck from Legend. Legend's going to be living all Bubble Beam crits as well. I'm interested if he's going to skip save.
He might skip save.
He's not skipping.
Nope, he does.
Okay. Then Alex is... I'm assuming he definitely saved with this HP. He is hoping for Fly Red Bar. For sure.
Water Gun or Bubble Beam non-crit would be very nice for Abdalain.
Oh, that's a low roll. Water Gun is very good. He's fine. That did over half.
Yeah, that's good. That is very good HP for a race. That's exactly where you want to be.
I get scared of the Starmie range miss now. That's happened to me twice.
Alright, now Legend's turn.
Yep.
Sometimes it happens. The person at highest health sometimes
X Defend
gets unlucky.
Okay, this is... Okay, he's good.
He gets 4-turn Thrash. Thrash could
it was a
3 or 4 turns, so that was scary.
I'm assuming you would opt to swap to the bird, but he does have the choice of YOLOing. If he was on SRL, he may consider it, because he would see that they had split already, but because they're not getting live splits...
Get the Misty times.
Is a big aspect of racing red.
I don't know if anyone happens to get the Misty times to provide to racers.
Oh, Alex opting to go around the stairs before going in. So Sidosh actually with the highest health here. Alex with no Route 6 encounters. I don't think Sidosh got any either.
Abdalain getting a quick attack, which is not the worst, but he probably doesn't want to get any more.
All right.
Same thing for Legend, getting a quick attack. Not the worst thing to happen, but he probably doesn't want too many more of them.
Sidosh, despite his antics, first on the SSM. This fight is, for him in particular, quite a gatekeeper for personal best runs. I hope that he doesn't play it like a personal best and does things like swap out of sand. He's going to swap out of sand, but maybe not horn attacking the eradicate at certain HPs that you would otherwise. we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah,
This is
some
a
people
big
do
fight.
choose to even thrash the rat at high health like this.
Mm-hmm. So quick attack is very good for him.
Yep.
Not going to need to swap. Very nice.
Yeah, that's really good.
And Alex falling shortly behind with much lower health. Legend just entering the boat. Quick attack, good damage. He's hoping for a Vine Whip setup here.
Oh,
He's thrashing on the
rat.
That may have been a mistake that
That's the
may
misclick.
result in good red bar, but swapping very likely.
I mean, it also has the small chance, introduces the small chance of dying. Quite.
Yes, it does. Alright, now let's find out, and he's 4-turning, so not an issue. It was indeed optimal. Was it an optimal decision? I don't think it was a decision, I think it was a
I
mistake.
think thrashing the rat turn 1 could have been acceptable.
Yes,
Turn
yes.
2, I don't know if I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. I want to say it was innocent.
Yeah, because also you don't know it could choose to quick attack crit you on that turn.
Mm-hmm.
You already took a quick attack.
Okay, Legend has taken out the bird, and Alex is on the... He really...
Is Alex sanded? Because he horn attacked the
No.
Matter, I'm not sure why. Maybe that was just a mistake.
Must have
Oh,
been.
when he
And
crits the Ivysaur, that's actually
not
really good.
ideal.
25 health, lives Sonic Boom and Quick Attack on Surge.
Yes.
So Abdalain's in a good spot.
Yep.
Legend also is pretty fine on health. He wouldn't mind a Vine Whip, I guess. But
Unlucky.
Leech Seed is fine.
It's definitely a Sonic Boom setup. So many of the what did Sidosh have? He had 40. I think all of them will be going for Bubble Beam turn 1. And the best outcomes for them, although for Alex it's slightly scary, is to get a Sonic Boom. It knows the Voltorb knows 3 moves: Tackle, Screech, Sonic Boom. It could also X Speed, and the Sonic Boom can also miss 80 or 85%, somewhere in there.
They're just buying 6 Repels and 4 Paralyze Heals.
And the reason taking damage here being good is because having red bar in the next split is probably the best optional red bar you could have in this entire run. And by probably I mean most definitely. There's a ridiculous amount of trainers you're going to be facing with a lot of Pokemon that one-hit KO. And having red bar to skip the cries, the text boxes, there's a lot of things that red bar is saving time. I want to say at the end it's saving like 40 to 50 seconds on the high end. You are, of course, taking a risk, though, and there are a few places where it could go wrong.
Legend buying 4 Repels only. Slightly different routes we're seeing.
Sidosh gets optimal cans.
Alex almost using a Repel, but stopped himself.
Very nice. Oh. Okay, this is going to be very close. So it's a Poison Sting. I'm not sure if Sidosh forgot to teach Bubble Beam. Oh, I see the issue
Bubble
now.
Beam over Horn Attack, which is fine.
Oh no, dude!
Okay.
The Sonic Boom missed. That's very unlucky.
I guess
he taught over Horn Attack. I thought he taught it over Mega Punch. Yes, he taught over Mega Punch.
He taught over Mega Punch. I see.
Yes.
My apologies.
Yep.
That is also fine.
Yes, he did not intend to sting that at all.
There are some small mistakes like that that are detrimental to the run, but this one is just a mild inconvenience, really.
He's really only... Mega Punch is just optimal for the upcoming fight, and afterwards we essentially don't use it at all. There's no reason to use it. So, the next fight has 4 Pokemon. he's going to have to opt to thrash turn 1. And that could result in... It has some very slow outcomes. Legend getting Sonic Boom, wow, that is big for him.
That is really big.
He wants the quick attack very badly here.
He does.
That's unfortunate.
Though.
But it is good. He is unfortunately going to need to do Thunderbolt Oddish strats, but he will be bubble beaming the Venonat. He does have the appropriate HP for that. Unfortunately, the Venonat is more likely to not cooperate than cooperate. But regardless, he is going to have red bar for the next two fights and the beginning of the one after. And he'll be set up to hold it as well. TB Oddish is indeed... the low ends are quite sad, but there really isn't a good alternative. You just kind of try to avoid that health. On races, I think you should... I've been opting to Venonat stall on most HPs that level up to... not stall, but bubble beam with Venonat. Just to get out of that range. It does, on the high end, you are skipping a save and you get absorbed. There are also high ends that are quite strange, such as if you're 22 HP, sometimes you get paralyzed. And the absorb afterwards puts you into good HP. Sometimes you get vine whipped. Heat seated. It's quite odd.
For an attack here on the Oddish and KOing it. That is not a likely range.
Nope. Okay, well, that fixes that issue. But, Alex is likely going to be going for Red Bar here because he's at an HP where he would need to save before Oddish Girl regardless of his health. Due to sleep powder.
Alex hitting his Mega Punch, that's good. Legend hitting his Mega Punch as well.
Very nice. Legend, the only one with Red Bar right now. So maybe you could see side by side, Legend and Alex. You could see Legend slowly catching up with his Red Bar. The Pokemon are being sent out quicker. He's skipping a frame per text box. Later on, when he levels up, if he levels in the middle of the fight, he'll be saving almost 3 seconds just on the level up tingle skip. He won't in particular right now because he'll be leveling out, but assuming you level into an HP that's still Red Bar. So he should be bubble beaming here. Yes, good. Bubble beaming all.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he will, maybe he won't.
Yes, he did. Very good.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so we're hoping for a tackle here. It's 50-50 and tackle can miss. And he can also crit bubble beam and he got disable.
Sidosh has Red Bar.
He went
Very
for
scary.
it. On the Cubone. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, if that Cubone were to have crit there, that is unrecoverable.
Does he have the bird still? I'm going to see in the next fight. We'll see when he goes in. Yes, so because its only attacking move is Bone Club and it is a ground move, you're essentially soft locked and unable to wipe to the fight. So you need to reset back to Surge, and in Sidosh's case, it's essentially a forfeit. The crit rate is not that low either. I want to say it's like 8% or somewhere around there. You usually don't want to be risking that in races.
Will Abdalain stall on the Slowpoke?
He did.
He does.
Which is the correct play.
It's a pretty safe stall, but it could go wrong.
And he's good. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought he'd bubble beamed again.
Sidosh saving before a scary fight.
And Dawn Spore did not affect. That is ideal.
Yep.
Now he needs to hit this range.
To hit, of course. And he hits it. Nice.
Alright, now Legend's actually the only one without red bar. So it just flip-flopped here. But he will be skipping save and doing... Oh!
I think he's just gonna save and thrash.
I guess so. Maybe his potion count is low, and he's not confident in being able to survive this even with Thunderbolt strats. We'll see.
Abdalain going for Thunderbolt. I don't agree with that. But yes. It does work out for him.
What did he get?
Oh, Legend unlucky getting Sleep Powder. If he can wake up, though, and he can heal because he did T-Bolt.
Yes. But we don't know exactly his potion situation. Oh, he shouldn't be healing here, exactly. I guess. I see it. So yeah, this is quite... You could sleep from
quite a troll.
1 to 8 turns. 1 to 7. One of those.
Yeah, I think...
There you go, he's awake, and he has red bar now, but at what cost?
Yeah, but the time loss is a lot.
And there's why Thunderbolt strats can be an issue. Unfortunately, the good outcome is almost as likely as the bad outcome. Technically, there are more bad outcomes.
So Sidosh and Abdalain possibly both going to have health where we might teach Horn Drill early for the Lavender rival fight. Depends a little bit on whether or not we see a quick attack here. The next fight for Sidosh, the next 2 fights for Abdalain. Though a lot of runners do opt to just do late Horn Drill teach. It does allow us to buy an extra Super Potion and an extra X Special by teaching late drill. No quick attack for Sidosh. So it's up to him. He could do early or late drill if he'd like.
I agree, Slayer. Alright, now we get to see if Sidosh, what's his Elixir Nugget strategy here. Oh, looks like top Nugget, he's going for it. Close.
Top Nugget? Yeah.
So, alright, we got left side Nugget, that's a bit different, and right side, or sorry, left side Elixir, right side Nugget. Let's see what we'll get from the other
Elixir
runners.
Is the true strat, Kappa.
I thought it was a true strat, but then I realized that it's you can't perform.
Not possible strat.
Sadly.
Yeah, it saves a little bit of time to pick up the elixir from the top and the nugget from the bottom. So some runners do go for that.
Yep, and I would say if you're doing PB attempts, maybe it's not as worth it, but if you are doing races often, that little bit of time over the course of every race, if you become consistent at it, is actually pretty nice. There's a lot of time to make up on fly split, for sure. Alright, Alex, missing the elixir, but going back. Left side elixir. And missing the nugget as well, but getting the turn frame bottom nugget. Alright, so we're getting some alt strats here. I'm learning. And then they're all shopping at this point. This is the one major shopping segment we have in the game. Afterwards, we're getting X items, super potions. Those are all going to be used at E4 at the very end. We're getting things like Rock Slide here for the gas leads, and fresh water to enter Saffron.
Legend doing my favorite, side elixir, bottom nugget.
Love that. Was it clean? I missed it actually.
Yes, it was.
Awesome. So he's going to save some time there. Still, they're all in the mart right now, so there are a lot of things that could happen in this game that completely change your
Sidosh
placement.
messed up shopping a little bit.
It would seem so. He might also be running 1x speed route.
Maybe he's doing the 1x speed route?
Yeah, totally possible.
Well, he is now, whether he intended to or not.
How many X specials did he get?
6.
Oh, that's kind of tight. He needs
it's
5.
Enough. It's enough.
It is enough. But he needs 5. That means he needs to keep one at least for Agatha or dying to Champ, unless he has to save for Champ. It's definitely tight. Alright. Misclicked, oops. But still, I missed the food split, or the fly split, but it was somewhere in the 1 hour and high 40, low 50s.
Yeah, I got the fly split.
You did get it? Okay, good.
Sidosh, 1 hour 44.
44, okay. Alright, and Sidosh first one to enter Pokemon Tower. So 2 scary fights for him here. For all these runners, because they're all in red bar. They all have the potential to die in either of these fights. They did just get revives from the mark, so it's not run ending at this point, but given how close this race is, it's definitely capable of changing the placement here. Ooh, okay. And he got a great quick attack there. So Sidosh with the good outcome. I believe he taught Horn Drill and Rock Slide in the wrong slots by accident, which is fine. He remembers. Apparently you're based square.
Please forget what that means.
I also don't. I also don't understand what it means in this context. Alright. Alex also has red bar. And did he get Moon XP? He's at the interesting HP where he levels out a red bar if he has Moon XP, but. Oh!
Potion on Growlithe.
Yes.
And hopefully we don't get burned by doing so.
Oh, geez.
Ideally, we just get hit back into red bar
yes.
after potioning.
We want to see Bite.
Not a bad scroll, only over by 1.
Very good.
And we get the Bite. Just what we want to see.
Okay, brilliant. And Alex is through. Oh,
yeah.
Alex does have 23 HP, so he did get Moon XP, which actually gives him an extra HP on this specific level up. And unfortunate for him, having 22 or 24 is ideal. Specifically, 23 is an issue because he dies to 1 Nightshade. 22, he has red bar still. 23 is the only HP where you do not have red bar but still die to Nightshade.
Somewhat miss.
Someone got an encounter, apparently.
That was good, though.
We missed an encounter somewhere. So someone didn't super repel.
Oh, really?
I'm assuming, I don't know, they might be trolling the chat.
That might have been a different race they're talking about. I don't think.
There is no other race.
No, I'm saying they might be like remembering a previous race where it happened.
Something's happening with Alex. Oh, he's at 4, nice.
Yeah, S, Monka S. But he got through.
Yeah. Alright, a lick
He's
from
scary for licking as
Legend,
well.
and he's good. Okay, is this the last one? This is chaos right now. What's going on? He is through. Okay, everyone lived with a red bar. Alex having 23 HP and ending with 1, so I actually have a lot of questions there. I have a lot of questions.
Did he hit self?
Ah, that must have been it.
Yeah, I think he hit
Okay, thank you, Blind. I'm ready for
Yeah,
pinkish.
but, all
convention.
runners are pretty safe now that we took the heal pad for the next. There's pretty a low level of variance for the next like 5 minutes. So
Yes.
anyone who wants to step away, grab a snack, go ahead and do that now. Make it back for more interesting content.
At the end of this split, we will be getting an idea of what pace they need in order to get a qualifying time. So we'll get an idea of how many YOLOs they need to take. Maybe they'll be skipping save, because if you're in second place and you're behind pace for 154.41, you're in trouble for advancement.
Yeah, I'd say all runners have the ability to definitely get under 44 minutes from flute to end without taking any unnecessary risks. So they'll be keeping their flute time in mind and knowing what type of time they could reasonably get.
There is a big opportunity for time save if you need it in the next split, and it's really the last opportunity for major time save. So if you're desperate at this point, you're going to go for a strategy called Silver Red Bar, which has very slightly over 50% chance of being successful.
An even smaller chance of actually saving you time.
And
not
that as
just trolling you.
Yep, it's not guaranteed to save time, is the issue. You're just hoping for a good setup. But I don't, from the paces looking here, Sidosh definitely does not need. He's definitely going to be on fair 152, 153 pace. So he's looking fine. That's assuming no deaths. But yeah, each runner actually on a different trainer. They're on all 3 rockets in tower.
Yeah, this is a very boring section because most of these ranges are like pretty non-consequential because you're generally not going to die in this section. We see Sidosh miss the Eradicate range and paralyze the Eradicate, which was kind of nice, I guess. Maybe? Getting hit is pretty slow, so I think maybe that was faster.
So Sidosh, he is on a 153 pace, 152, 153 pace without death. He could still probably get a 153 with 1 death.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Hyperfang miss for Alex.
Yep,
Very
that's
lucky.
ideal.
Although hitting the range is more ideal.
Yes, true.
And Sidosh now exchanging his fresh water for access to Saffron City, where he'll be fighting Giovanni for a second time, in quotes, since we skipped the Rocket Hideout segment with the Polka Doll. He'll also be fighting the Rival and the Rocket. And this is really the last part of setup before you just go on a rampage of collecting badges. He's gonna get Earthquake here, amongst other things. Oh, so I believe Sidosh got an encounter because this Super Repel just ran out. I can deduce these things.
I may have missed the exact.
Oh boy,
seconds
okay,
that,
Sidosh
we got
cleared.
Flukes, but still drop this
Okay,
in the
good,
chat.
good, good. Good.
Oh, he horn drilled the Arbok, is that right?
Yes, he got paralyzed first, and then he got Leer.
Oh,
So he did use one, but his paralyzed
no
count is
damage
fine.
taken, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that Legend does not need Sylph Bar, but definitely he would stall on Drowsy if he's at the right HP.
Hmm.
I don't know if you agree with that, Matt.
Yeah, one drowsy stall at the correct HP for sure. 2 is never good.
Abdalain also getting Glare. Then getting Bite, which is nice.
It's nice.
Legend
Okay.
getting a Bite crit.
Sidosh 82 leaving Pidgeot. He's going to level up twice in this fight, so he's probably going to be X-hacking a Cubone and max ethering if he does not get hit on the drowsy.
Yeah. You think he'll do it on Cubone or on Drowsy?
I think he will stall. No, I think he'll do the second max.
I think
You're
he'll
right.
just do both on Cubone.
Yeah.
Safe.
Fair.
But he has the option.
Mhm.
Drowsy gives you slightly more chance of getting hit, and it also a small chance to get into red bar.
Yes. If he got Psychic, he would be in HP to Rhyhorn stall. It's not the best HP. That does require more turns. High roll Psychic would have him going. We'll see what happens. That thing can crit as well, like 8% of the time, so it's... And getting into a death loop there is quite scary.
Abdalain swapping his X specials up and using an X speed. Getting a quick attack. Similar HP to...
Legend does the potion with rare candy.
Oh, interesting.
Legend
I
taking a
thought
lot of
about
damage.
that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen people doing that. It does make sense. It is more flexible.
Yeah, it's valid.
Bone Club miss, and he is going for Elixir, and he did not take any damage, unfortunately. So Sidosh, a bit of awkward HP. He's not going to stall, but he may be surviving Koga, which isn't a huge issue. There are backups. He does want to die to Weezing's self-destruct because it helps us set up red bar for the rest of the game, which is mandatory if you know what's good for you.
Legend actually catching up quite a bit from Abdalain getting paralyzed.
Yeah, Legend definitely making up a lot of time here.
He should be using his PP item now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he uses a Max Ether on Horn Drill.
Alright, no damage for Sidosh. I want to say you got Focus Energy.
Bone Club would be scary, but possibly good for Legend.
Yeah, he's at a comfortable HP right now. He just wants the most common outcome, which is... Yeah. not getting it.
Yeah, he's fine with that, I think.
He is good. And Alex is also at fine health. I didn't see how he got it.
Abdalain are now like in sync.
Yes.
With
that
almost
is
equal health.
That is quite, yeah, that's insane. Good on Legend. He's covering his ground right now.
Yep, it'll come down to Execution, who
Yep.
is ahead on this split. Assuming we do have a Nidorino that knows Fury attack coming up.
Mm-hmm. And also he can be Confusion Crit and some other bad things could happen to you, but this is definitely the higher variance part, yeah. For Legend and Alex here. Entering at the same time, so we're gonna hope for a quick turn 1 move. Alex at the nice HP, and he gets horn attack out of the nice HP.
Some Legend there.
Yes, Legend actually.
Times, not bad.
Yes. Okay, so he did lose about a second there, but not a huge deal.
Giovanni has a Magneto helmet haircut. Interesting observation, Bafana. I'm gonna take a look at this when it pops on screen. Okay, I see it.
I see it, yeah.
You can see Legend lagging behind because of that Fury attack by a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Sidosh, a little trouble with the rare candy, but he has it now. If he goes for PP up, that's going to make this pickup awkward with his repel. But I think he's doing 2 max ether. Yeah, no PP up for Sidosh.
Legend is somehow managing to catch up to Abdalain in a segment that should not have any variance.
It must have been a better
scroll
to the
scroll, you're right. Correct. Good call. Kind of crazy. Legend just caught up to him in execution alone, right there.
Yeah, a Legend is definitely the veteran runner on the field here.
You can see that here.
That being said, still both players fumbling a little bit on this menu.
But all both poke-a-flooing at the same time. Oh, this text box is gonna clear at the same time? Yep.
They like fumbled in like an identical way. It was kind of funny.
Oh my god, they got the same screen transition. This is great. This is not how I expected this race to go, but this is by no means a guaranteed Sidosh victory here at all.
No.
They are right there. They are right there. Alex missing the candy, so Legend actually ahead now.
And I think Legend gets PP up. Abdalain does not. So that will give the appearance of Abdalain pulling ahead.
Yes.
But Abdalain will have to pick up a max ether much later on. And it takes the...
Yep, they'll make that time back.
Pick up. Technically,
yep.
The PP up maybe is a quicker pickup. Extra step to get max ether, I suppose.
So at this point, at any point where they're actually matching each other, Legend's technically ahead. Oh boy, Sidosh. Okay. He ran out of his repel with still a step to take to the grass. Alright. Here comes Koga's gym for Sidosh. Legend and Alex taking care of Safari zone shenanigans. Involving picking up gold teeth for strength later and getting surf at the house at the end. both being
This
necessary.
first fight
for sure.
is trivial. We just earthquake everything, and they get one hit.
Mhm.
The second fight, though, has a Drowsy and a Hypno. The Hypno does not get one shot.
Ooh, Alex falling behind again because he's tossing paralyzed heals.
Oh, yeah. So Abdalain does that for the purpose of keeping this race route as similar as possible to the route he uses for PB attempts. So it's a small time loss for... I guess the idea is it can actually save time on an individual runner basis if you don't want to know two different routes, one for racing, one for PB attempts. It could actually save you time personally to use one route, so I don't completely disagree with this.
Yep. Alright. Sidosh is entering Juggler 2. He's not dying to anything except for if confusion confuses him and he is trolled, or if he is crit by the confusion. He would actually like some damage though, so it's quite a strange situation.
Yeah, I think with this lead, he definitely should not be...
Nope.
Well, he shouldn't be stalling anyway, but
Nope.
he'll just Earthquake.
Yep. Okay, so please don't do it.
Ideal.
Okay. Yeah, that's what he wanted to see. He wasn't dying to the crit.
Para-heal toss, Slayer.
Getting confused though. As for Legend and Alex, if they get confusion, non-crit, non-confused, they will be saving about 10 seconds on Koga.
Yeah, I think if either runner were to get that, they would overtake the other. Yeah, leading Thunderbolt on Hypno is a strat, but generally is frowned upon.
Yeah. It only took me to do it once and paralyze the Hypno for me to realize that it's not for me. But there are other reasons why it's bad. It's not the only reason.
Sidosh getting self-destruct.
Yep. Okay. That's a 152.53. Or 122.53. So he is on pace for a high 152. Which is getting me sweating a little bit. And Hammer sweating a little bit more than me. Yeah, so neither of them got confusion. Looks like Alex got... No. Maybe Legend got some damage again, but he's at a nice health right now. But Weezing's gonna wipe it.
So it's 124.
They all got turn 1 self-destructs.
Yeah, Koga
And a
can
critical
stall with
hit.
the next attack and waste a little time. Luckily, that didn't happen for either runner. Or any of the three. That's 32 seconds for Abdalain.
Yep, they're all currently on pace to beat the to beat the 5441 with no deaths.
And that's by SL Weed, who currently is the slowest advancing second place time. I actually have the slowest advancing time.
I believe if
finish.
Legend and Alex both finish above 154.28, then they would both advance, or all three would advance, right? Because we're doing best third place time. Advances as well.
It doesn't automatically advance. It advances if it's better than the worst second place time advancing.
Yeah.
So
if it's better than 154.28, since there's three of them already.
Oh yes,
that's
so
probably
it's lower than that. Then
yeah,
then they would both be set to advance.
So that's pretty much what they're aiming for. Like 154.41 for Legend. Alex is aiming for 154.28. Or passing Legend. This will get very interesting, though. Is Alex losing his mind?
By accident? Is that what we're saying?
Oh, he biked on the water. Extra repel. I see. Yeah, that's not great. Also, his time is cut off. But I guess we all know it's 1 hour.
The case for a while.
It's been the case for 26 minutes, I guess.
I think it's clear from context.
Yep.
See most of that one for the 1 hour.
There are the two other timers with the same time. You can use those as a reference as well.
No, Alex is just an hour ahead.
Okay. So, Legend in the Blizz menu now. Alex is falling quite behind now. Must have been quite a stumble on the Blizz menu. I missed it. Or on the Surf menu. Alright, he hits the blizzard. Died off cruising.
A little scared though, because Sidosh was asking about recovery strategies for dying to Erica. So I hope he hasn't cursed himself.
Jeez.
It is, we only died to Erica if we misplay, I guess, or if you gen 1 miss.
Yeah, or bind. But,
yeah,
it could be multiple binds.
Display, since you could heal, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's constrict.
Not ideal.
It's not the worst thing to happen.
Okay, yep. It's fine, doesn't change anything. It's just a little slower.
It's enough to give you red bar for Machamp, isn't it?
It is not.
Oh, it's not?
Nope.
Oh, interesting. My bad.
It's 2 or 3, but it's definitely 1 is not enough by now.
Oh, little extra step there.
Blizzard is indeed shot. So in this generation, it's supposed to be 90%. So they say. Most other generations, it's 70%, and I want to say that they use an X accuracy and it increases it to like 93%. Something like that. That might just be fire red, leaf green. I'm just talking out of my... Alright, we're answering questions now. Legend entering Erica.
Blizzard.
Yep. We have seen a few unlucky planes, so I'm really hoping for a clean one here for all runners.
Legend hitting the Blizzard. So
this round specifically has 2 unlucky planes. And this round has been very high quality. So apparently it's 2 damage to Abra Bar from Machan.
Oh, interesting.
I'm assuming from the context of Pinkish meme.
Yeah,
I'd actually look at the chat, but yeah. It does do 2 for crits. Or high rolls. Alright. Sidosh has not inputted any questions. The last thing he needs to do is use an X accuracy and not miss input, and this fight is essentially...
I think Abdalain misflied.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it doesn't actually lose as much time as you think. It's like 9 seconds, I think.
Yeah, there's a bit of a lag on the inputs for changing where you're going to fly, and if you're trying to go fast, sometimes you will accidentally press too quickly, and it will ignore your second input. You will fly to the wrong place. Flying in yellow, I do agree, it makes a lot more sense. Flying in red should just be the way that you use maps in this game. It's those buffer, what the heck? Imagine how sick it would be if we just hold down and time the correct fly. That'd actually be so much worse.
It would be faster, but it would be scarier.
Yeah, it actually would be. Holy, that's actually something to think about. Now we could like double input fly menus and it'd be perfect.
Yeah. I think you would be able to do that. I think the map allows that.
Alright, Sidosh with right Brina. Alright, and no incorrect blank questions. Legend is through. Sidosh needs to hit all 4 of these earthquakes.
Yeah, I don't know if we actually defined Gen 1 missing, but there is a 1 out of 256 chance any 100% accurate move can miss, so... Is it possible that we haven't seen one yet? It's actually pretty odd that we haven't seen one.
Other than last for Legend, no optionals.
Oh, not optionals, Gen 1 misses.
Oh, Gen 1 misses.
Because we've probably seen more than 256 100% accurate moves be used, so...
Yep. There may have been some that went under the radar because they weren't, like bad Gen 1 misses. Maybe there were places where but yeah, there weren't any major slowdowns from Gen 1 misses.
I missed Sidosh's Sabrina time. I'll go find it.
I believe. I'm doing a bad job of keeping track of that.
$32.57.
Alright. Sidosh is heading into Black Belt. There's no reason for him to not save before this. He does. Over under 3 Black Belt deaths. I hope not. Hope under. It's about 1 in 7 to die in this fight. And all you're doing is setting up an X accuracy because there's no way to won't. There you go, he's fine. There's no way to one-hit KO these Machokes. Otherwise, in different categories, like Classic, you level up high enough that the Earthquake is guaranteed to KO it. But we are...
Or very likely to KO at least.
Yeah. But on the route we are on, we have to be as tight as possible. So this is just one of the bigger risks we have to take. Similar to Gyarados later, like we could be a high enough health to survive Thunderbolt, but it's just optimal to X Special and take a Hydro Pump. Did I say Thunderbolt? I meant Hydro Pump. Okay, so Sidosh is through without an issue on Black Belts. I want to say he's ahead of me at this point. Things have been going quite smoothly.
Is it possible we might see Abdalain not save for Black Belt?
I think that would be the play for him. Especially depending on the result, because he's going to know, well, he could know what happens to Legend, which is surviving. So that's two
Next
through.
Attack.
2 people are through, Black Belts. And now it is Alex last who opts to save.
Yeah, you couldn't have possibly known whether Legend got through or not.
No. Sidosh missing the range into guard spec, and then hitting the second blizzard.
Yeah, Sidosh needs to keep an eye on his blizzard count.
Mm-hmm.
He has 3 left still. He probably only wants to use 1 of them in this next fight.
Okay, so Alex is through as well, without any damage. Abdalain, sorry. Oh. Okay. So with that, Sidosh with all 8 badges, about to fight what will be the champion fight. We'll pre-fight. This one is actually, at one point it was risky. You could die to the last Pokemon if you crit the Blizzard. About a 50% chance to die, and you'd always use an attack move. But with the new routes we have at this point, we've completely eliminated all risk in this fight. Assuming you're not trying to take damage on the Rhyhorn because you need it or something like that. Or you don't miss input. Forget an X item. So it's really just a matter of whether you do the correct things, whether you survive or not.
It's 138 flat for Legend, so minute 25 behind Sidosh.
Legend can get a 148, 54-28, absolutely.
Yeah. And 138.45 for Abdalain. Which means an Agatha Troll and or Lance Death could let Abdalain slide into second. It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
The rule of thumb is usually about 16 minutes from Giovanni to end.
Mm-hmm.
So Legend could reasonably get a 154.
Sidosh though, like with a pretty nice cushion here, he could take a death to Lancer. He could take a death in E4, and as long as it's not an extremely slow one from Agatha, he'll still be a decent amount ahead. So he's put himself in a good position. He did swag the Max Ether. God bless. Wow. He went for it.
I guess, yeah.
Or yeah, okay. He turned frame the Max Ether.
More swag can be put onto the Max Ether.
Sure. congrats on time save. I mean, it's
Yeah, it
just
is
flat
time
time
save,
save. Yeah,
yeah.
that is a good amount of time save. Yeah, so I'm expecting some swag bowlers from Sidosh after that, especially, and with a comfortable lead. There it is.
Yeah, definitely, as Slayer is saying, it's possible for both Legend and Abdalain to advance.
Yep. It's been going relatively smoothly for everyone as well. Has there been a death in this race yet?
I don't know that Alex Sorry, what was your question?
Has there
I
been a
don't think
death?
there's been a death.
Yeah, I
don't
think Alex came to 1 HP at one point, and that was the closest it came, but no one's actually had their Nidoking faint other than from the wheezing.
Unless you count Legend getting poisoned from Weedlekai and having to center as kind of a death.
Okay, yeah. That definitely set him back a good amount.
It's like a fake death.
Yeah.
I don't know if Alex has to YOLO Lorelei, but he could choose to do that.
I have a feeling because he saved before Black Belt, he won't YOLO Lorelei because you could kind of see, like, you know, the issue there with playing safe for something that's 1 in 7 and then going for 13 seconds of time save. That's
Abdalain also turn framing the max.
Wow. Power. Look at these guys. Legend not picking up the max ether at all. My favorite swag.
Yeah, I think my point of view is he just wide walked.
Oh, he did do a minor wide walk. He's also yelling the grass, and he's not punished.
Yeah, I think he had to because he wasted a repel already,
correct.
So he has the two super repel.
He's expecting to walk off of the... Oh! Okay, Sidosh with an encounter. He's been hit by a snake in the wrong Pokemon game.
And still takes the tiles anyway.
And he takes it, and now his cursors are going to be quite awkward.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Isn't prepared, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I think Abdalain could opt to just deposit 2 of his Pokemon and play...
The swags are back, though.
Well, swag folder there. Play Lorelei normal, and, you know, if he gets a clean Elite Four and Legend gets trolled, maybe he could get 2nd place. Whether it'd be an advancing 2nd place or not, probably not, but...
Alright, Sidosh first entering the door of the Elite Four.
Did Sidosh get a full restore?
No.
Okay.
Oh, earlier in the thing?
Oh no, the hidden one, but I don't think he did.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah, sometimes with the lead we do opt to grab a full restore, just in case if Agatha trolls us, we can use it in fight.
I have a feeling that he got 4 super potions and did early drill, and that's why his money was off when he did it.
Yeah, good.
So he's probably good on
healing items.
Yeah. Okay, and he has swapped his burden so that he could take advantage of Dugong's turn 2 AI to not use an offensive move and set up the X-Hack, drilling the rest of Lorelei's Pokemon.
Oh yeah, X-Mini Blinder. I just mean full restore for if you're like confused and still on a Gengar or a Hunter or something. Could choose the full restore.
Yeah, I think he realizes he's definitely on pot 1 pace. So he's probably just going to play this normally and go for that, especially because he can take a death here and still get first. Not actually that big of a gap now that I'm looking at it. Legend is starting to go. That encounter did put him back a bit. LegendEater? Okay, yeah. Alright, now Sasha on Bruno. You have a very low probability of dying here. 2%. But he's going to live. He's going to lose red bar on the champ, unfortunately. But that is not a huge issue for him. Alright, and it seems Legend and Alex now have the same gap that Sidosh and Legend have, because as Legend finishes Lorelei, Abdalain starts. So we're looking at a very evenly spaced race. I think Alex needs to start going for some YOLOs here shortly. Legend also with no damage. Sidosh misclicking Rare Candy, unfortunately. But it's all manip for good Agatha. And Confuse Ray, not what you want to see. So he's going to be confused for 1 to 4 turns. This next one is the real issue. If he hits himself into haze, he's in quite a bad position. Okay. Wing attack is fine, although... Yeah. Oh boy. Oh no, dude. Okay. Oh, he doesn't know. No, this is bad. No. Okay, he's low on X specials here. I don't think he has enough X specials for Lance anymore. This is actually an issue. He has 1 X special right now. And the X special is also not enough to outspeed the Gengar, so he's going to have to...
Yeah, this could be problematic.
This is... yeah.
I think that his best strat might be to do revive strats.
And Legend is cruising on Golbat. Legend might take this. This is crazy. No, but you don't have enough X specials.
I can't say for sure what the play is here.
Alright, well, Legend is ahead now.
I'll try and do my best to revive the runners with information on pace here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little difficult at this point.
Yeah.
I think I'll just try to provide with bag at the time.
Mm-hmm. It is a strategy to double super before Agatha before the fight. That's what I did personally. But like he really, you're hitting yourself twice in the gold bat. So that was very unlucky. Alex still a little bit behind. Sidosh still with the potential advancing time, but it's getting harder. Legend definitely ahead, and he's saving. Legend with the center in the beginning of the game. Behind Alex for a big majority. Gained on execution. And then now facing Lance first. Crazy. I think Sidosh still has the issue with the Gyarados. Or with outspeeding the Aerodactyl.
Legend living Gyarados with good health.
Yes. Not the best health. He is leveling out of Red Bar, but he doesn't need to potion for the next fight. If he had 1 HP lower, he would have perfect HP. But 31, you're not complaining about. And yeah, Super Potion's probably his play as well. Sidosh being hit through better HP, but I think he still has the issue of no X specials for the Aerodactyl. Oh, he had one left. So he doesn't have an X special for Alakazam now.
I think I would have gone with just YOLOing Aerodactyl.
Yeah.
I think.
But I think he also got rid of all the slaves, so he doesn't have anything to revive anymore. This is heartbreaking though. That's really sad. That the 6 X specials were that tight. Legend just went in, it would seem.
Yeah.
Which I think he could still die and come back and win.
Like
I'm assuming
and still win probably.
Yeah, he's going for a pretty solid, pretty solid pot 2 time right now. And that is what he wants to see. Now a regular wing attack. No, that's even better. Let's just get out of here. GG, Legend. Well played.
GG, Legend.
He's very, very consistent throughout. He never gave up in the beginning after getting poisoned early. Went for the center. Just a great comeback story for Legend. Sidosh blizzing the bird because he doesn't have X attack. X special, yeah.
Unfortunately,
I think that's a wipe. Unfortunately. It's a heartbreaker. Agatha is brutal. No one likes to see it. You hate to see it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It happens.
But he's going to change the name of his Nidoking now, so
I think so.
I guess he didn't like the J name. Oh, the Sphere is getting a name now, nice. What do we got?
Abdalain taking
Nice. I love this guy. That's too bad. It's a really bummer. Alex died to a crit.
Just a regular wing attack. He went in at 19.
He
went back to Lance.
Yeah, this is unfortunately not an advancing time for him.
I think he wasn't going to be able to advance.
Yeah,
anyway, even if he got through Champ. Is that right?
Weed lives another day.
Yep, GG Legend.
GG Legend.
And yeah, that was sort of worked out well for SL Weed, who I know hopes the best for these runners anyway, but is pleasantly surprised, I guess.
No one expected that at all. That is the last thing I saw coming, but it does happen. And I think we'll be hearing from him shortly.
Oh, we probably should have changed audio to Legend. I apologize. I guess we could switch to Abdalain now to finish out his run. Sorry about that, Legend. I should have switched to his audio right away there. Or sorry, chat, I suppose.
Wow, I'm lost for words here. That was just so surprising. That was the last thing I expected.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect it either. I was like, I'm having trouble reacting in real time if nobody can tell.
but like, yeah, got very unlucky, but great performance from him overall.
Yeah,
Like, he's
yeah,
saying I am bad, but like, Sidosh did great that entire run,
yeah,
and
that's not
and
a
was
fair
on
thing for him
pace
to say,
for a
honestly.
pot one. Yeah,
I do like how he made a sad face with the colon
with
in
the
C.
C. Yeah, I do appreciate that as well. The colon, D colon would have been
All
nice.
right, Abdalain is through as well.
With 20. So he's going red bar. GG Alex. Still completing. Assuming he thunderbolts the Gyarados. Okay, took his time, very nice. GG Alex. Yeah.
Oh, I have that power.
Is that us?
To invite.
Okay. There we go.
Are you able to do that, Matt?
I'll see if I can get him in there. The race has completed, though. Never got an injury.
Oh, I'm supposed to mark as done.
Aha.
Sorry. I was spoiled with Veroda as my co-commentator being on point.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm definitely. I actually had no clue Veroda was doing all these things. Yeah,
Veroda's just better than both of us, is what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we already knew that. But yeah, let me see if I could figure out a way to get them sent. Oh, he's Legends in here. He just needs to join the thing.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll still get Alex and Sidosh in here. Can we move him?
I think he can click in himself. Or do we drag him in?
Move to? There you go. Okay, I can pull him in. Oh my lord. I think we did it at the same time. Got it. Legend.
Hey fellas.
Congrats,
Everyone.
man.
Hey, GG.
Thanks.
How you feeling?
I mean, this is the first time in the last 2 hours that I haven't felt tilted. So, yeah, I'm feeling all right now.
You stuck it through, man. That beginning was very rough with the poison.
I think that might have been my very first pewter center. I couldn't believe that. Yeah.
And you won the race?
Yeah, I really didn't expect that coming out of Moon at, what was it? 20, it was sub 28, 27.59 Moon. So
yeah, it was the Moon was quite a struggle, but you guys all after Moon just maintained a very strong pace and like ended up going to like 152, 153 paces.
Crazy, man. Because we had race time instead of SRL, I had no comparisons, so I checked at Victory Road thinking like, I'll check how far behind I am, and so I actually had a chance. It was like, what? I actually didn't believe it. So yeah, I was my heart was pumping through E4, but yeah, man.
That's huge that you stuck it through. You never gave up. You never got too tilted that you just yellowed something and killed the game for you. You know, like you just.
I mean, the only time I really started, I didn't know whether to go for Lass or not, and then I made a mistake on Oddish by saving, then realizing I was in Thunderbolt range. Couldn't decide whether to thrash or Thunderbolt, so went for the Thunderbolt and just should have thrashed. I should have just thrashed. I had the save, and then I didn't even know whether it was quicker to reset or to continue trying. And yeah. I didn't need that at that moment in time. I didn't need that.
The sleep powder is very unfortunate. That's the last thing you want to see there. Honest girls are struggle. It's a tough. So Sidosh, I'm sorry about what happened.
I mean,
very much a bummer, but like overall, very strong performance.
Agatha just did Agatha things.
Yeah, it's Agatha. What can you do?
Then I mismatched my X specials, and then it was like.
Okay. Yeah, it's very tight on the 1x speed route with X specials. 5 minimum you need to use. It's tough, but very good. And Alex as well.
Hi. Matt,
Matt,
first things first, pay up.
Wait, what?
He's right. I'll get him. Keep that on the side, though, Alex.
Yep.
I think he's muted.
Well done.
No, Rat IGT at the beginning really shook me. For extended.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Flute, the sinking suspicion that I needed to pee made me execute badly.
Oh boy. Yeah, Moon for you guys was. I'm wondering how all of you were feeling while in Moon, because you didn't have an idea of each other's pace, but you were all equally struggling on Moon at the same time. Were you all feeling like you're falling behind, like substantially, or what was your mentality then?
So first of all, I was the entire time the watch along Discord channel, so I knew that the others were struggling as well.
Oh, okay.
So I also heard that Alex got the same IGT as me.
Mm-hmm.
And that he also fucked up Poi or backup.
It was Poi. I missed YOLO Ball on Poi.
Oh, honestly, every mistake, every bit of slowdown feels so much worse when you can't compare.
Yep.
Like SRL, thank you for existing. Like,
yeah,
thank you SRL.
Great
but
program.
you know, where were you tonight?
Yeah, I had the others
trying to.
I also had the others who were telling me about the pace compared to the others, so I felt pretty comfortable. This is also why I centered and everything.
Mm-hmm.
and did a shit ton of meme and YOLO and sweatballs and whatnot.
I love Right Side Oak. Big fan. Big fan of Right Side Oak.
also everything named blank and stuff like that.
Yeah, back bill. Big fan.
I was surprised that my execution was so bad that Legend actually got ahead of me in Koga.
It wasn't bad. You guys were all doing really great. Legend was just cracked towards the end. He was just
Also,
going through.
Because I am jacked.
Also, small fun fact. This was the very first time I ever even attempted turn frame pickup max ether. I never even attempted it.
Yeah,
I always do it.
Alex did it as well.
also got it.
But I never practiced it ever. This was the very first time I ever attempted that.
Legend had the biggest swag by skipping it altogether.
Nico, it's the best feeling when you hit that turn frame max ether.
Oh,
I can't believe there are only turn frame ethers in this race. That's ridiculous. That's silly. But yeah, you and Alex had a lot of similarities in there. It's quite funny. Specifically with Moon. Moon was way too similar with the same IGT and the same failing the Poi.
Except that he finished and I didn't, while I was like a minute and a half ahead for most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question to the commentators: did you enjoy inverted Mount Moon?
I closed my eyes the entire way.
I instructed viewers to avert their eyes.
Look away for a bit. So I kind of missed everything that happened there. Other than the IGT, I definitely saw that part.
Yeah, you guys got both got the same IGT.
Yep.
Which was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. It's not one of the less common ones, right? As well.
No, it's one in 60.
Is it 1 in 60?
Nearly 1 out of 60. Yeah.
I'm lucky then.
It's kind of funny. I don't remember ever getting that one, which is why I thought it was a more rare one.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact: yesterday, when I did my last attempt, which was a PB attempt, I got the exact same IGT.
Very unlucky.
Getting this IGT, by the way, after crit bird into puff.
You hate to see an IGT, but if everyone gets it, then at least it's equal. You know,
it's like the best one you can get, I would say. Because Geodude is way worse because you have to walk so many tiles until next save, and the Zubat afterwards is also bad because you don't immediately resave for Poi.
For sure, yeah.
But it still obviously is not cool to get that one.
Nope.
For obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but any last second thoughts from you guys?
I heard from the others that you thought it was a misclick on Bow Driver for me when I thrashed.
Mm-hmm.
Which was actually intentional.
It was intentional? Okay. Just to get some damage, potentially?
Exactly.
I see. Yeah, I see that.
So it was intentional. Maybe not the best call, but because I was like 30-something HP, I was like, why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. I was wondering, yeah.
Yep. And the points to get search was muscle memory because
Now, were there any Gen 1... I know Legend Gen 1 missed once, right?
Did I?
Maybe there weren't any Gen 1 misses in this.
I Gen 1 missed Horn Attack right at the beginning.
There you go.
Okay.
Horn Attack.
I didn't have a single one.
Yeah, very, very low, which is actually kind of rare considering how often 100%
you expect to see about 3 of them in a race.
Yeah. I think I missed like 2 Mega Punches and 1 Blizzard. So even in terms of missing, I was pretty damn fine in this race. Well, except Agatha, of course, where I just Golbat didn't like me.
Itself is rough. Yeah, that's the scariest part. Is definitely the Golbat after. And then especially on the route, that's one of the minor weaknesses of the route for 1x speed is you don't have the X speed for Agatha as the backup.
Yeah, this is why I potioned to be above 60, so I can live Nightshade.
Yeah,
but yeah, I completely mismatched my X specials. Agatha onwards, because I may not have used the second X special on Agatha or the second X special on Lance.
Yeah, Champ is the big, because the Alakazam at the end of the day was the big barrier.
Yeah, then I just prayed for like Reflect or Gen 1 Miss or Crit or whatever. But then I just Blizzard because of muscle memory, and then was like, yeah, rip.
Yeah.
I tried YOLOing Champ at 19. That didn't really work out.
Oh, well, lads, I need a beer and a sit down.
Yeah, that one wing attack was a low roll.
Was it really?
No, I'm saying if it was, you could have gotten through.
Yeah, it would have been so epic if I got through there, but like resetting to Lance when I had HM users in the back was not smart.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, you could have revived there.
Yeah, I just kind of I thought it was like muscle memory because you deposit for PB attempts. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you guys say about my nicknames, by the way, at the end?
I said that don't say that. You're not bad, but that the colon with the C being a frown face was clever.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Little modification. Colon D would have been nice as well, though. Or D colon, sorry.
Oh yeah. All right, with that, I suppose we can wrap up here. I'll remind everybody that there is one more race for round 2, which is on Thursday at 4 p.m. EST between Groger, Primal Pizza, and Leostar 3000.
Yep.
That'll be commentated by Slayer and X-Mini Blinder, both in chat, I believe.
Yep, so looking forward to that. And then we're going to figure out where everyone's position is, and round 3 will go on. There'll be only 6 races for that round. 18 contenders in total. But I think we can just about sign off there.
Yep.
Thanks for commentating with me, Square.
Yeah,
that was
thanks
fun.
For
very interesting
thanks
race.
For racing, guys. GG.
GG. Take care.